Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for May 3rd, 2025. We've got what should be a full Random Kingdom on Saturday, although there are a lot of Corn Guilds cards here. So, let's see, we've got a 2-7 opening. Okay. Cool. By cool, I mean maybe not cool. So Joust and Butcher, both powerful. Oh, and Horn of Plenty. Okay. What is the draw here? Tragic Hero or Library? Those are both a little bit awkward. Oh, I guess there's also Archive. Okay. Those are all potentially awkward in their own ways with respect to doing like a Horn Mega Turn. Although with Butcher, that's not necessarily what we want to do. There's also like draw in the rewards, of course. Seaway is completely useless. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I guess if you get Renown, and then you play Renown, then you can use Seaway. Okay. Not completely useless. Dang close. Right. So there's also Wealthy Village loot. So there's a ton of payload stuff here. Getting the deck control is going to be the tricky part because we don't have like fast trashing, and we don't have like the ability to easily draw our deck. There is Puka for copper trashing, and we probably will want to play with that. There's Butcher for estate trashing, and we'll definitely want to play with that. I mean, another way to do this would be to like get Archives and not get Puka, and just like not really try to Horn Mega Turn, but just try to take like several provinces and maybe also some with Butcher, and maybe you do take some loot off of Wealthy Village and then you Butcher that into province rather than bothering to get golds. Although there's also Domain you could use to get golds. They're not very quickly necessarily, but Anyway, we're probably going to open with tax on something, and then we're going to, I think, take a Butcher, start the estate trashing. We'll have the ability to pay that off. We'll also have to take a curse, which is obnoxious, but I guess Curse Gold does let us get to Wealthy Village faster too. Potentially like we could do like curse gold, copper, curse gold, Horn of Plenty to activate Wealthy Village. In fact, if you did that and you could get a 5 with the Horn of Plenty, you could get the Wealthy Village with that, which is exciting. All right, so what do we tax? So that I guess you should think about, there is the total number of coins in each of our decks is 9, which means like they're not going to be able to open double 5 any more than I can. We can't afford a silver, and I don't know that we care about getting one. Tax is when you gain the card in your buy phase. So if we were to Butcher estate into silver, taxing silver wouldn't give us any debt. So altogether, I'm thinking we tax silver because we can't get silver anyway. The AI might want a silver on the turn that it doesn't have 5. Doesn't restrict our options meaningfully. Oh. That's so rude. What the hell? Wow. That's so much debt. Oh my god. I'm gonna take 4 debt. Oh no. There's probably nothing to be done about it though. Damn, that's really clever. That is really clever. There is an argument that we should get Puka over Butcher, I guess, but I actually think... Oh, wait, we can't even buy the fucking... Oh my god. Oh, that's so... Oh my god, that's so bad. Holy shit. What is this? We can't even... That's unbelievable. No, they're going to have the same problem. What do we do? That choice to tax silver looks actually kind of bad right now. Like, if we tax silver again, does this game just get totally locked down? Oh my god. Like, what would we eat? What would even be our plan at that point? Now, if we buy the silver, we take one debt. It's not a huge deal. They'll have the option, presumably, to take a silver. I mean, we don't know what they had in that first hand. You reasonably assume they didn't have like 4 or 5 coppers, and they probably didn't have curse gold. But we tax the silver, we're like hoping that we just see 5 coppers before they do or something. I don't know. Oh. Well, there's always something new to be encountered in Dominion, that's for sure. If they have the curse gold in hand, like, so the fact that they bought tax does suggest they may not have had exactly what I had, but they may have had like, 3 coppers, 2 estates or something like that. Maybe even 4 coppers and 1 estate. You would choose not to take the silver. I'm not sure about that, but if they have curse gold right now, but if they also have at least 1 estate. Well, they'd need 2 estates before they ran into problems even just trying to take silver. Which doesn't seem very likely. I mean, it is only 1 debt that we take if we take the silver, but oh my god, this is so whack. This is so whack. If we tax the silver and the AI doesn't, like, just eat either the cursed debt or the silver debt, we could be in a really weird spot. The other thing I guess we could do, so I see 3 options. Tax silver, tax curse, buy silver. Taxing the curse, if they then buy the silver, like, we're pretty behind at that point because we still can't like play our curse gold. So I don't think that makes sense. So I think it's just tax silver or buy silver. We tax the silver and they take the silver. They take a bunch of debt, but they do have the silver in their deck and they don't have to take the debt off the curse gold to like eventually afford something. I think we have to buy the silver. This is so weird, but like, I think I basically got outmaneuvered here. I think we've got to do it. Oh, they had 4 coppers anyway. Tax the joust. Okay, I don't care about that. Butcher or Puka? I mean, I might eventually care about it, but I wasn't going to take Joust here anyway. Butcher or Puka? That Cursed Gold is pretty bad right now. Like, I think it's Butcher just for that reason. Okay, well now we're starting to look ahead. So we actually could take the Wealthy Village right now, except for the part where we would have to take the debt off the curses. Cursed Gold, in theory, is still a better card in our deck than Estate. But we can get a better card if we butcher the Cursed Gold. Which probably wants to be Puka. It could also be Joust. Alternatively, if we butcher Estate to like silver, then we don't have enough coffers to like buy anything. I think it's Butcher Curse Gold. And probably just buy tax this turn and save the coffer so that we can get another 5. But yeah, I think Puka. There is like a terminal collision thing we have to worry about, but well, I don't know. Maybe it should be Joust. It's harder to buy Joust, that's for sure. Yeah. Let's go Joust. Alright, now they don't have a Butcher, so we should probably tax that. Okay. I think I'm just going to tax Butcher again. Right. So Estate to silver nets us a coffer. We can still get a 5. Or we could just turn the silver into a 5. Do we want another silver? I don't know. Or do we want to have... I said turn the silver into a 5. That's not what I meant. I meant turn the estate into a 5. Do we want another silver in our deck? Or do we want to have more coffers? I mean, the silver will help us get to Wealthy Village, and we are going to want the actions from Wealthy Village, and then getting the loot with Wealthy Village is better than not. So I guess we'll take the silver, and then I think it's... Oh, you know, something else to consider here is if we save up coffers for a province. That's an argument against buying something here. I don't think I want to go that far to not buy something here. I think I'm going to take up the Puka as I was planning to do, but it's interesting. All right, they took the debt. So the card I kind of want now is Horn, because it potentially gives us the Wealthy Village activation. Although, admittedly, the odds of lining that up are not great, but Like, and of getting a 5 cost with Horn. If we're not getting a 5 cost, it's not doing a whole lot. Right, we'd have to see Copper, Silver, Joust, one of our terminals, and Horn. It's not super likely. We do have 2 silvers, but even so. But what are the alternatives? Not seeing great alternatives, honestly. Second Butcher, I guess. I'm gonna take the Horn. Alright. I think this is just gonna be into silver, bank a coffer, and buy nothing. Oh, well, we'll buy tax. I guess we tax Puka. We certainly don't need a second Puka. Okay. We actually could hit province here. What do we have down there? We have our Horn. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. What? What? That was so lucky. Oh, if we take Wealthy Village, we actually can't get the province, though. That's awkward. Huh. What's more important? Not actually sure. Like, we could go double Wealthy Village here, and whatever, we'll just get the province next turn. We could even butcher a loot into a province, potentially. I think that's better than just holding out to buy the province. Because, like, what are we even going to take off this Horn anyway? Spell Scroll. Okay. Alright. Now... you definitely get rid of one of these silvers and maybe just buy tax. Second Joust makes sense to me. Archive could also make sense. Although, do we need to... oh no, wait, we're not gonna be banking all these coffers anyway. Right. Okay. I think Joust. And then... yeah, so we could just tax. We could also get one of these. Wouldn't be crazy to have a mining road at some point, but I don't want to take the debt. I feel like we don't need to bank coffers in order to hit province coming up. Like, we got 2 wealthy villages and a puka down there. I think we should be all right. But do we want Horn or do we want Butcher? That I don't know. Butcher is going to be better at gain and play stuff, of course. It is also terminal. But Butcher doesn't care about the debt stuff. Yeah, let's get another Butcher. Okay, well, on the one hand, we didn't... oh, shit, I guess I shouldn't have spent that coffer. Huh. We got the spell scroll down there, too, though. Alright, Wealthy Village... we just buy another one and attacks. I mean, there is such thing as too much loot. But We have 2 butchers, so prize goat, nice. All right, they don't have a horn or a gold, so they can't currently even do wealthy village stuff. We could just tax Puka. Like, that's for sure fine. It's maybe just not a high impact. Or we could task Joust again. But, yeah, I mean, either way, they should be able to butcher into whatever. So it kind of doesn't matter. What does matter is that Wealthy Village is harder to do with the butcher thing, but on the other hand, I'm better able to take advantage of it. So taxing is probably just hurting myself. Yeah, whatever. Let's just tax Puka. It's easy. Oh, hi, Jules. It's not really what I wanted. All right. So Puka trashing silver is certainly not ideal. We could spell scroll into Tragic Hero, and then the risk is that we don't draw another Wealthy Village. We could also go with an Archive or a Joust. Hmm. I think Archive. Both of my butchers, huh? That's not really what I wanted to see. Because I want to pick up the copper for Puka, but I also want to pick up the butcher so I can get a province and play it this turn. Yeah, we probably just got to pick up the butcher. Oh well. All right. Actually, I don't know why I thought I would be able to play the province this turn. I don't have enough draw for that. But we can just buy one. Although we don't have any coffers to turn this estate into something useful. It's unfortunate. I guess we'll take a silver. Okay. More loot at this point doesn't really seem necessary. Like we have enough actions to get by. I'm thinking we either take Tragic Hero or we take Archive. Tragic Hero does have the benefit that it can gain a Horn of Plenty. Let's take a Tragic Hero. No, I don't want to bottom deck my jewels, damn it. Ugh. Now bottom decking the jewels will be fine. We could just butcher Insignia to another province. We do have 2 jousts after all. Yeah, sure. Although, wait, Insignia Insignia top decking, that could be relevant. We're 1 coin short of being able to. No, never mind. That's not true. Let's say we could we top deck Joust Province, but there's 3 dead on the Joust. Yeah, I don't know. Is the top decking actually that valuable? Is the buy actually that valuable? Yeah, like the Jewels has gotten in the way already once. I mean, what do we want to buy this turn? And 12. I mean, I guess if we didn't buy Province now, what we could do is buy like Wealthy Village Tragic Hero and have that on top of our deck. That sounds pretty good. And we wouldn't have to spend as many coffers on it, so we'd have more reach with our Butcher next turn if we wanted to do something nice with the silver. And obviously we'd also be able to turn loot into Province if that made sense. Yeah. Sword. Okay. All right, this is looking good. Oh, the archive activated the Tragic Hero. Okay, well, maybe we can do something about that if we want to, or maybe we don't want to. I don't know. Odds are we're not, like, the something being Butcher, a silver. Odds are we're not going to get 2 prizes this turn anyway. Right, we have 2 Tragic Heroes. That's going to draw through 6 cards. The 2 Jousts. So then 8 cards left. The Puka draws through 4. That's 4 cards left. And then there's some Wealthy Villages. 3 Wealthy Villages. That's 1 card left. And there's an Archive. Well, yeah, actually, we could. Well, where's our Province? Nowhere to be found. Wow. Okay, there it is. Jeez. Okay, so obviously it would be good to draw this stuff. Like having 2 horns. Like, could we just win the game this turn if we did that? Could we win the game off of just having Renown? Maybe. 6 provinces left. We have 2 butchers. We have 1 horn in hand that could surely gain a province. Butcher could turn Insignia and one of these into provinces. That would leave 3 provinces. We'd gain 2 coffers. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 coins. So we'd be 1 short of emptying the provinces that way. I mean, that's... how do I... Okay. Alternatively, if we took, like, House Carl, we gain 2 more horns that can, in turn, gain provinces. But our buys don't go as far. But that's still probably, like, 3 provinces, 4, 5 provinces, and then we need to buy 1 province? That's gotta be doable. I guess there's also Coronet. Coronet to double play Butcher and trash all 3 loots to provinces, and then to double play Horn of Plenty. I don't know if we can get the uniques in to play in time, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, we can. That's the most stylish way to do it. It's gotta be. Oh, wait. This doesn't quite work, does it? Because the horn's going to disappear on the first one. Wait, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what? Oh, these are... There's 2 jousts. Okay, okay, hold on. Dang it! Oh, well. It was a good thought. All right. This will do insignia, and we'll be polite to the bot and do sword. Well, that was that was something. Yeah, the tragic heroes popped off, literally, and that started the game with the tax thing. That was wild. I do feel like the AI outmaneuvered me there, but it still turned out fine. What was their opening split? 2 coppers. Oh, they didn't see the curse gold, they did see the curse gold, and they just didn't play it. That's very interesting. I guess it makes sense because they would have taken the 1 debt already, and then they would only be able to afford a 4 cost. Huh. But then that means if I had taxed the silver, they wouldn't have been able to get out of the deck, but they still would have had the silver in their deck. So I still think I made the right call here. I don't think there's any reason for me to just assume that this is what's going to happen. When I tax the silver, oh, then they're going to do that, and I'm tax the curses. I feel like that's the kind of maneuver a human player might not think of, but maybe they would. I don't know. Maybe you would when you're sitting there, you want to play your curse gold, and you're like, wait a minute. You're like, well, I don't know, but I don't think I would think of it. Let's put it that way. But should I have possibly anticipated that and taxed something else so that I didn't take a debt off the silver? Maybe. It turns out they wouldn't have wanted to take the silver anyway, because they would have had to take a curse and a debt off the curses in order to do it. At which point, they probably would have taxed curse regardless, and then I still would have been in the same spot, but I would have been able to afford the silver without taking a debt or extra debt. Maybe? I don't know. That would have been a long line of reasoning for me to go through based on something that I wouldn't have even considered the possibility of. But then after that, yeah, here they only hit 4, whereas I hit 6. That was pretty huge. That I got to just jump to the butcher. They hit 4, and then they had the curse gold, so they still didn't. Oh no, wait, they didn't even see curse gold. They just managed to hit 4/4. Yeah, I think that's actually the reason I was then got ahead. I mean, in addition to being first player, was that they hit 4/4 and I hit 6, and I hit 6 the turn after I had cleared the debt, thankfully. So I got the butcher and got to start moving, whereas they didn't really pick up a good card until turn 7. It's pretty huge. And then, yeah, from that point, like, did I play this board correctly? I have no idea. There's so many things you could do here. It sure, that last turn sure looked cool. And it did make it look like, at the same time, like, the Joust reward stuff wasn't even, like, really necessary. Like, you could just skip Joust here and, like, yeah, I drew, you know, House Carl, drew the horns that I could do. But, like, if I just had, like, I don't know, another Tragic Hero or something, I could have done the same thing. So, yeah, I'm not actually sure. Like, I mean, I had opportunities earlier to butcher into Province. I kept feeling like, well, it's not like quite like as advantageous as adding more of like the deck control cards than trying to gain and play the Province. But maybe that would have been, maybe it was better to gain the Province sooner and to get the rewards sooner, and that would have helped with the deck control. I don't know. It's tricky, but a lot of powerful stuff. Very interesting kingdom. In any case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.